Recorded live with little or no editing. It's Defense Up. I'm Run 7. How you doing? Today we're going over Apex, and if you haven't heard, we're tearing them apart. I'm hoping Apex will bring it today so I don't have to keep throwing out these D's and F's and stuff like that. I'd like to pretend to be a nice guy. I'd like to pretend that, but honestly, I'm just so fed up and exhausted these days that I'm just cutting loose and tearing people a new one. Because frankly, you should know better. We all know how absolutely critically important it is to have the best war defense. Okay, I can't really say that one. But still, if you're gonna show me defenses and you've been watching my segment, then show me that you're gonna do some of the stuff I've been recommending. Don't give me this crap like, where the heck is Grenadier? Oh my God, I want Grenadier on this team. All right, weak rate on 5 different criteria. 2, using the place of their power levels or ISOs, and what kind of mood I'm in. There's no Grenadier on this team. Grenadier is pretty critical. I like Grenadier better than this scientist healer guy, although he has some value. If you happen to have already built him, then fine, leave him in there. I like this team at gear tier 12 investment. I like them at war ready ISOs with the fortifier and healer on Red Skull. I think this is great. So I prefer a different character in here, but I think I can live with the placement. I can live with the ISOs and the power level and everything else. So get farming on those stars, you know, try and round this team up to about 400 power level. It's pretty good. I'm going to go A- on that. Nothing too detrimental there. All right, so we're off to a good start. Team number 2 is Wave 1 Avengers. See here, we took Doc Ock off of that crappy Sinister 6 team and we threw him in someplace where he's gonna matter. He's putting those deflects on the tanks of the Wave 1 team, giving them even more time to heal themselves up. You've got Raider on Thor, which is great because that new rework shows he's gonna be a Raider, so that's good. You got some good blue ISO investment in this team, you know, taking him up just to that blue ISO 1. That's a good place to stop if you like these characters. 803 power level investment, that's awesome. Now check this out. This is a smart move by Apex. Black Widow is gear tier 12. Why? She goes invisible right off the bat. She barely gets touched on this team. You don't need her to be tough and survive. She's just there to speed the team up. You've got her as a striker, so she's clearing some of those positive effects when she goes into the vulnerable that Thor is going to be throwing out. That's great. You can also make her a skirmisher if you want. Might be nice to do that. I don't know if it's necessary, but I like this. I like what's going on here. Healer on Doc Ock, that's great. So for me, I don't have any problems with this team. I think it's really good. I think they were Apex was thrifty on this this build of Black Widow, so I'm gonna give him an A for that team. All right, I'm feeling good about this. All right, we got some good teams going, thankfully. Hey, look, it's New Warriors with Zemo, which is a weird choice, and Deathpool Silver Surfer here. Okay, so you put Silver Surfer and Cloak next to Dagger, so she gives them the offense up. That's okay. Zemo's the skirmisher, so he lands that ability block. All right. You know, there's a 1 in 5 chance that Zemo is going to ability block the person that they need to go into this team and do the right thing. So 1 out of 5 times this team could win. Maybe even more than that because it's a powerful team. It's fast. I like Silver Surfer. I like this build. Zemo's a different choice, and I think he's better on offense for other things, but I think it's okay in here. You have these two putting out vulnerables out of their kit, plus Cloak putting out vulnerables, so you do have enough vulnerables. It's basically like 3.5 people putting out vulnerables with the 3 strikers soaking them up. It works for me. I'm gonna go A-. Not my personal favorite having Zemo in here, but he does work. It is going to help you a little bit. All right, team number 4 is the Web Warriors. Okay, this is an acceptable placement. I prefer these guys to the outside, but the back row's okay. It's good enough. You got Miles in the middle where he belongs. We got Raider on almost everybody. You want a Striker on Scarlet. I don't like that. I don't like Striker on Scarlet. I only like Striker on Miles. I think Scarlet should be a Raider primarily or a healer only because I like running him as a healer. I just think it's a fun thing to do for defense. You're building him up probably for that DD5 run. That's good. This is all right. I'm going to give you a B+. It's not terrible. I'd like to see a better ISO on Scarlet, and there is technically a better placement, but it's okay having him in the back row. All right, now we got the Eternals in Team 5. with Loki making Cersei go first. You've got Yo-Yo and Black Bolt putting those offense downs and burping people off of the field. Skirmisher Striker combo on the Eternals. Skirmisher level, you know, that's great. Okay, Raider on Loki, I don't like that. I think you should go level 5 Skirmisher on Loki. That way it helps him to land that defense down if he ends up taking a turn. He's pretty squishy. You don't need to build him anymore. I think you probably over-invested in him. You probably should have just stopped at gear tier 12. If you want to build him up and you want him to survive some opening explosions and stuff, take him to gear tier 14. Change that ISO to Skirmisher level 5 so his defense down lands. You could even put some blue ISO on him. He is useful in arena. He's useful in some niche offenses and stuff. This is an acceptable team. It doesn't get me very excited. I'm going to go A- on this. A couple of tweaks need to happen, but it's not too crucial. Team number 6, Marauders with Madeline Pryor. I like the placement. I like the investment. Everybody's 14 or higher. That's great. You have Healer on Strife. That's fine. You've got Healer on Emma and Sinister. That's great. Skirmisher on Mystique. Great. And you've got a Striker on Madeline Pryor. Okay, you have Madeline Pryor in here as a Striker. You have one person putting out vulnerables. You either need to change her to a Raider, which I don't recommend. She should be a Skirmisher. Or you should change Strife and or Emma to Skirmishers to get some more vulnerables on the field in case that slow Madeline Pryor ever takes a turn. She's so slow. Oh my God. I don't know what they were thinking. She's just too slow in this team. But if she does take a turn, you want her to hit a vulnerable, hopefully. So it's looking pretty good. Great star levels, great power, all that stuff. I just think that we should probably tweak those ISOs. These aren't necessarily wrong, but they could be better. So A- for that. Let's see. Team number 7. Oh, it's a Hero Brawler YA team. I like that. Okay, you're using Black Panther. Didn't want to build the rest of the Wakandans, so you put him in here as a striker. He gets that speed on kills. I think that's great. It would have been cool to try and fit Okoye in here also, so he's like double tapping off of Okoye and stuff like that. I don't remember if Okoye does the assist without the 5-piece or not, but if she does it just with whatever Wakandans, then that would have been kind of cool to see. But honestly, this is a great way to go. Striker on everybody, Skirmisher on Miss Marvel. You've got Miss Marvel out of the corner. That's great. Black Panther's a puncher. You got 7 Red Star Black Panther doing damage. All I want to see is put some more ISO, some more gear on Black Panther. That Wakandan team is fantastic. Don't feel bad about beefing up your Black Panther at this point in time. I'm going to go A- there. Team number 8 is the SA with Doom and Kestrel. I think you're putting a little too much power in one place. I like doing the SA team with a variety of other stuff, like a Captain America or a Doc Ock or something like that. There's the Shuri Killmonger on the SA that people are really starting to enjoy too. And then that frees up your Kestrel for offense or your Doom for offense, or you could put these guys on some other hybrid defense if you want. It's not bad. It's not wrong. I just like other things better. And I think Kestrel should definitely be a Raider like 100% of the time. She's just doing so much better for me as Raider, especially on defense when she opens up with that ult. If that thing crits, it kills. It's fantastic. So I think we should get a change of Kestrel ISO, and then everything else is okay. I'm gonna go B+. I'll be nice on this one. I'm gonna go B+. I just think there's some better stuff to be done. Darkhold with America Chavez. First one of these I've seen. I've heard of these speedy Darkhold teams. This is great. Now, my original thought was that we should be speeding up Wong so he gets to his taunt early. However, and Agatha calls an assist to a single Darkhold member, which is gonna be Wong. On this build, she won't call an assist from America Chavez. She'll only call Wong. She only calls 1 assist in war. She calls 2 in arena. So that's great. I initially wanted Wong next to America Chavez, but I am rethinking that because of the Eternals. That way Agatha goes first and puts those Eternals under control. And you can't come into this team with the Eternal build. I think that's fantastic. I love this. I love this. I think you got great ISOs. The Skirmishers here, Striker on Wong, Raider on Heartless. That's great. You put her as a Skirmisher just to get some more vulnerables out there, I guess. I mean, you could make her a Striker if you ever want to put her back on the YA team. This is great. I think it's fantastic. Great investment. It's a wonderful new team. you get an A+. Good job. Nice job there. All right, and finally, team number 10 is the Heroes for Hire. Everybody's got one. We all hate them. We all have them. We all use them to varying degrees. You took Shang-Chi off of the outside edge. You took Luke off of the outside edge. You put it, I think it's a great placement. Skirmisher, Striker, Raider, Fortifier, and Skirmisher. Fantastic job. Everything done perfectly. You nailed it. Got an A on that last team. Apex bringing some heat with this one. Remember, guys, don't just have a good game. Be good to yourselves and others, too. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.